they tend to get a little more car for the same monthly payment. And more people are choosing GMAC leasing because GMAC makes it so easy. GMAC even has a booklet that makes leasing easy to understand. Is leasing right for you? See the leasing expert at your GM dealership and find out. GMAC leasing, easy for everyone.
I am interested in more low-cost life insurance, like that extraordinary term. Well, Northwestern Mutual's level premium life insurance that builds cash value. From the quiet company. Yeah, you can offer that, can't you? No! You have to be a Northwestern Mutual agent to sell it.
Extraordinary term insurance, another leadership innovation available only from agents with Northwestern Mutual Life, the quiet company.
They're a tough act to follow. I know. I know.
The things people go through, making their presentations more presentable, making their memos more memorable, making themselves understood. That's one reason we invented the Macintosh office, to improve the way people communicate by turning ideas that look like this into ideas that look like this.
Starring Beau Bridges and Blair Brown will return.
Sunday.
It couldn't be suicide, has to be murder.
And Jessica's closing in on the killers. Kathleen Bellis, Lou Gallagher, and Stella Stevens join Angela Lansbury on Murder, She Wrote.
I'm making someone nervous.
And on Crazy Like a Fox, Harry has the hots for a widow.
Blue eyes.
But her inheritance makes this an affair that's too hot to handle. Sunday.
Good evening from CBS News. This is Newsbreak. President Reagan now says he will try to visit a concentration camp site during his trip to Germany. This follows complaints by both Jewish and veterans groups over Mr. Reagan's plans to visit a cemetery for German soldiers, which he says he still intends to do. A judge today suggested that Union Carbide provide between $5 and $10 million in emergency aid to victims of the Bhopal plant disaster. That money to be applied to any settlement or judgment. Now this.
Do you know me? In my business, it pays to be on your toes, and the American Express card helps keep me there. Don't leave home without it.
2 astronauts climbed outside the shuttle and successfully connected fly swatter-like devices to the end of Discovery's robot arm. Tomorrow they'll use them to try to repair an orbiting satellite. I'm Marlene Sanders, CBS News, New York. More news later on this CBS station and on CBS News Night Watch.
This is CBS.
Space, the final frontier, making possible revolutionary new products like Apple computers. And this week only at GB Service in Yakima, they're making space with savings of 20 to 70% on computers, printers, and software. Save $500 on the incredible Macintosh. On sale this week only for just $16.95. With the Apple credit plan, just $69 a month. Similar savings throughout the store. Sale ends Saturday, 5 p.m. at GB Service, 3rd and Nob Hill, Yakima.
Attention used car buyers. You know, folks, there is a difference when you buy a used car, and the difference is reconditioning. Vista Volkswagen reconditions every car before you get it. That's right, every one of them. Let me show you some. 1983 Nissan Sentra, a neat little car. Over here, it's a 1983 Mercury Lynx, a beautiful little front-wheel drive car. Over here is a buy of a lifetime, 1984 Ford Tempo, 37,000 miles. High book is $68.25. Low book is $58.50. This is below wholesale price, $56.95.
We now return to Space, starring Bruce Dern and Harry Hamlin.
No.
This is Apple's Macintosh. And this is some of the software that's being developed for Macintosh. At the rate of 1 new program every business day. Exactly how much software is that? We'll give you a hint.
We just found out that Boobie here drinks the same beer as me, Corky, Sparky, Buck, and Boom Boom. Light beer from Miller. Now, Boobie, Buck, and Boom Boom like light because it's got a third less calories than the regular beer and it's less filling, while Corky and Sparky drink it for the great taste. So Boom Boom, Buck, and Boobie don't necessarily drink it for the same reason as Sparky and Corky. They all agree that Light's the best beer to buy. Isn't that right, Boobie?
You bet, Boom Boom.
Right, Buck?
You got it, Corky. What about that, Sparky?
You said it, Boog.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
How would you like a family sedan improved by the engineers who designed Corvette?
You're kidding.
No, that's Celebrity Eurosport from today's Chevrolet. It's for people who love to drive. These engineers modified its steering, retuned its suspension, and turned it loose with smoother fuel-injected power. Like Corvette, Celebrity Eurosport is for people who love to drive.
You're not kidding.
Drive today, Chevy. Live today, Chevy.
Live it.
Chevy.
I've analyzed your financial situation very carefully. You need our Super CD.
Financial advice may often be limited by what someone has to sell you.
In your case, I'd recommend our Super CD.
At Money Financial Services, before we sell you anything, we'll work out a plan tailored to your goals.
Most unusual, you need our Super CD.
Talk to Money, or you may not get what you need. Money Financial Services, financial planning with a real plan.
We now return to Space, starring James Garner and Barbara Sukova.
The look is lean and trim. The car is Cavalier. From today's Chevrolet. The well-honed power of a 2-liter electronically fuel-injected engine. The instinctive agility of front drive, Cavalier. It has the look and the performance for today's America. This is today's Chevrolet.
Chevrolet announces low 8.8% financing for a limited time on all-new Chevy Cavaliers.
Relax. They love you.
Watch this.
Jack, I see why my daughter likes you. You're some cook. Thanks. Just one question. Could I have a second cup?
Sure.
We don't have coffee this rich.
It's Yuban decaffeinated.
100% Colombian Yuban decaffeinated. Expect people to ask for seconds.
Goodbye! Oh, I'm glad one of them could cook.
Yuban, regular or decaffeinated, richness worth a second cup. AT&T is the better business machine.
Gail McGovern.
Bob Riley.
Because the people of AT&T can tailor our long-distance services to help your business, large or small, work better in ways you never thought of. AT&T long-distance services, the better business machine.
That's us.
Talk with us. AT&T, the right choice.
The Apple IIc and money.
People in high places are always asking me, Alan, where does the money go? If you wonder the same thing, I suggest an Apple IIc, an Apple modem. Then you can call up your bank and see how much money you have. You can even pay off your bills automatically. If you have any money left over, congratulations. You're doing better than the government is.
The Apple IIc. There's no telling how far it can take you.
Space, starring Blair Brown and Bruce Dern, will return.
Wednesday, Billy D. Williams, Ken Wall, two crooks who gave up crime to work for the cops. Now, a gang war explodes into an exotic mystery with two deadly dynasties.
Excuse us, room service?
Beat it.
No. Double Dare.
Look at us. We look like bad guys.
Tomorrow on CBS.
Yakima Dodge has made the commitment to be the best. Would you settle for anything less? The only thing you want less is the price. And if you want the best price the first time, then Yakima Dodge will be your choice. Selection? Take a look. A 1984 Plymouth Conquest, a 1984 Mitsubishi Starion, or a 1984 Mazda RX-7. And you saw it, just $197 a month at Yakima Dodge, the people's choice.
Quality workmanship and a lifetime guarantee against leaks. Your sign of expert auto glass replacement. McKinney's Auto Glass, 221 South 1st Street.
Good evening. Boeing officials say an incident today in San Diego shows that the 727 is one of the world's safest airplanes. The long fight of one Yakima neighborhood to get clean water appears to be over. The Yakima City Council has been urged to look at both sides before they decide whether to oppose turning Hanford into a high-level nuclear waste dump. Astronauts took a walk today in space to prepare for a very special mission tomorrow designed to save a satellite that won't work. Join us for these stories and more tonight at 11.
We now return to James Garner and Michael York, starring in Space.
Cosby here with a man who claims he's discovered the origins of Jell-o brand pudding pops, frozen pudding on a stick.
Look, they loved them.
How do you know they're cream-delicious Jell-o pudding pops?
Here they are making the pudding.
Like Mom makes. The smooth, rich Jell-o pudding that's in Jell-o pudding pops.
They especially love chocolate vanilla swirls.
But where would ancient children get them from?
Their mummies.
Jell-o pudding pops, good news for your mouth and your mummy.
Even though teaching tools have changed over the years, two things about teachers haven't. They still care about kids, and their day still doesn't end at 3 o'clock. The Apple II, there's no telling how far it can take you.
Around here people seem to say it all without saying a word.
There are still places where you can shake a man's hand, buy him a Miller, and you've got yourself a deal.
Miller's made the American way, born and brewed in the USA, just as proud as the people who are drinking it today.
Miller beer, purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Miller's made the American way.
A car that goes fast should be designed to stop fast. These are 5 of the fastest exotic cars in the world. Which car is fastest from 0 to 60 and back to 0 again? Chevrolet Corvette. It won the test in a remarkable 8.9 seconds. From 0 to 0, Corvette is faster. And that's what it takes to be a new world-class champion. Drive today's Chevy. Live today's Chevy.
We now return to Space, starring Beau Bridges and Melinda Dillon.